Okay, we're going to get started. Good morning and welcome. This is a special meeting of the City Council of Ottawa, Illinois. Roll call. You want to do the roll call, Elena?
Yes. Commissioner Eichelkraut,
Here.
Commissioner Gainier, Commissioner Rodriguez,
Here.
Commissioner Less, Mayor.
Here.
Moved by the mayor that the tabled motion regarding Hacienda Landscaping Incorporation be returned to the table.
Sir, second.
Second.
Commissioner Rodriguez, roll call, please.
Commissioner Eichelkraut, Commissioner Rodriguez,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by the mayor. Oh, sorry.
Well, I want to give an opportunity if the folks from Hacienda would like to speak. I know you're represented by an attorney, but he emailed us late last night. Said you would speak.
Well, my name is Maria Guzman, daughter of Hacienda Landscaping. My lawyer couldn't be here today because he had another hearing at 8 o'clock today. But like the mayor said, he already sent an email out yesterday, sending all the information that you request. And one of the things that was about the apprenticeship program, we sent attachments that does cover concrete operators. And the classes that we didn't have employees on the classes, it was because the classes doesn't start until fall. So we already checked with JJC, we will enroll 2 employees, and we have journeymen that they have the experience and they're teaching them how to use the backup, the machinery and everything in there. So I know he's putting everything on the email, how it's supposed to go, right now. Regarding carpenter, I know you were asking that too. For the shelter that we have to install the roof. We don't have a problem hiring a subcontractor that has the experience and has all the apprenticeship on, in order, as we did with Peerless and Jesco. The other, we don't have no problems coming and members with the Illinois Landscape Contractors Association. FDAC does not have the classes that they require for the apprenticeship programs. But like if you see in the attachments, landscape technician does cover a lot of the ones that you require. So,
But the problem that we've been having all along is you're supposed to be participating in a program. You have a certificate, but according to the United States Department of Labor, you have never registered an apprentice.
correct, because we were always members with the apprenticeship program. We did not put any employees because we were union members until May 31st. After May 31st, then we are working with them to enroll our employees on the program. But we have been members with
But you registered a program in 2017 and you haven't done a thing with it. And the program that you registered is a boilerplate, right at the top of it, it's boilerplate language that you downloaded for somewhere and submitted to the Department of Labor. It recommends that you have an apprenticeship training committee. Doesn't require it, but it recommends it. But you should have the location of your training facility and and you guys last night tell us Joliet Junior College. Well, we've been asking for information since June 10th.
Yeah, and
It's hard for me to believe that you didn't know it was Joliet Junior College until 7 o'clock last night.
like I explained to you before, we were union members, so we didn't have to enroll them in those programs anymore. So they were paid to the union for concrete, for operator and labor. Now that we are not going to be with them, then we have to enroll them in those programs and they have to go to classes, they have to go follow whatever they told us to do, and that's what we do. The other thing is like you say that we never asked for a meeting. I did ask for a meeting and email to Tommy, requesting to meet with you on June 10th at 11:29. I sent an email saying, okay, if you have any questions, if you want to go over any of the problems that supposedly we're running on the contract, I asked to meet with you. I never got a response.
My response was send us the information on your apprentice program where the training facility is, what the standards are, what you're teaching. And granted that you're saying now that you want to add all these new things that you dropped out of, the fact is that you still never registered a single apprentice in the landscape technician program that you enrolled in 2017.
And so we're doing it right now. We have everything we, but because we have,
What did you do from 2017?
we didn't do any, we didn't enroll them, but because they didn't tell me how to do it, and because we became union members. So it's like we've been working and we have been working with you on trying to fix this. And other thing that I noticed, like all the time you're saying that we have never updated you on any information on deliveries. We have. We have that emails, my lawyer sent you all the emails that every day we were sending emails out to you saying how many guys were working, what they were doing, the delivery dates. We shared what file where it has everything every day, what's updated. And if you had any questions or doubts, you were able to add it in there and we will take care of it. We never got anything from you guys. So now we're like only 3 days behind, we're like working days behind, and we're not going to be meeting the 26th because we're getting behind in everything. We talked to the manufacturers, we pushed all the delivery days to get it sooner. The only thing is one thing that we're not going to be getting into August. Everything is pretty much delivered already to our yard. Everything is going to be delivered on the 19th. We have everything already delivered. Playground,
Well,
everything is going to be that.
just to be clear, as I told the architect, we're not trying to cheat you out of anything that you've done. You just don't qualify now. You know, we'll pay for the material, we'll pay for the work you've got done, but you don't want to meet the responsibility.
Then I sent my pay application out, and what I got back, it was like, you don't want to pay us for the training, for the concrete, the gravel. So that was then like something hours that we spent on the project.
No, that's not true.
That's what I got from the architect saying that.
The architect needs to sign off on what you did, and you have to submit certified payroll.
If you see the last email and it says that you guys do not approve and we're not willing to pay me for all the training, for all the gravel.
That's not true.
You can see that emails, Tommy. I guess, I don't know if they meet with you on the job site and go over the job site, and that's what he told me.
He was supposed to get with you and.
I did talk to him, that's what I sent, the same thing, and I don't know, my lawyer sent you to the pay application where only approved for 20,000 when I request for like 50% of that concrete work, because it's already for you ready to like work the concrete. And I mean, like, I don't have no problems anymore if you wanna take the contract, but then we want to go against it, because I feel like we don't have it reached the contract yet, we have until the 29th. And just for the apprenticeship program, which we already submit all the information.
Tammy, do you recall any? I mean, I know you submitted it, but you never signed off and authorized the payment.
They will not sign up until you, and I sent it the first time with everything there. And then he got back to me saying, okay, I met with the owners and this is what they approved. And I had to resend it again. And that's when I resended for the 20,000, which I did yesterday. I sent it to E for approval. And I told him why you didn't ask them for all the training, all the stuff. I mean, they're not willing to pay for that. So you want us to go and take everything out. So I don't know if there's a confusion between you and the architect.
So I did talk to Upland and they were to get with you. There was a couple items that you had asked for that, like stabilizing the entrance and inlet protection that you guys.
No, that's no problem. We take that out. I'm not saying about that. I'm talking about the framing work and the gravel work.
I mean, I'll talk to them. We were gonna pay a portion of that.
Yeah, because he said that you didn't approve any.
I mean, I told whoever was at the meeting last Tuesday, when when she approached me after the meeting, I said, we're not trying to cheat anybody out of any money. Whatever we owe, we'll pay. We still need the equipment,
We haven't,
install the equipment, we'll pay for the equipment.
we will have the waivers where we should already pay like almost 100,000 on it, on the playground, because we have to pay 60% down, which I didn't pay it so that we can get it on time. I've been paying everything so that we can get everything on time, so that we didn't have no delays. And that's how I've been telling Eve to talk to you, because when I get a contract, my understanding is I always deal with the architect, the architect has to deal with the owner, and then we go through that.
The architect isn't dealing with me,
So I don't know where.
but I trust that she's dealing with Tammy.
But every time I see in the emails, we ask something to Tammy has to go through you. That's from my understanding of the emails. I have, if you can go over all my emails with Tammy, the architects, you can see everything that we ask her as, oh, I need to talk to the mayor first.
Well, I didn't see the one where you asked to be paid for the material.
I did. If you want me, I can forward, I have them here. If you want to go over them, I have all my,
You submitted the one pay request, which you didn't see the one pay request. But
It wasn't been approved by the architect.
no, because in order to be approved, he has to go to the job site with the owner, work the job site, make sure everything is done for whatever I'm asking. I will not ask for anything that is not done. The thing, 2 items that she was saying, the entrance and the silt fence was because it was going to be done that day that you guys stopped us working. So I never asked for anything that I haven't done, or anything that I haven't paid for. So that's the thing. I've been 20 years working with a lot of architects, park districts, and I have never had no problems with any of them. And if we run into problems and completion, problems and deliveries, we always sit down with them, we go over it, and we work together to have the project done on time and finish it completely. I have worked with City of Evanston, which they're really strict in their rules. I have never had any problem with them. Work with, I can tell you a lot of park districts. This is the first time I'm running with something like this.
Well, yeah, but
We're not a union, but, we've been paying for any way, we have worked.
if you'd have been,
Problems.
if you'd have got the job done before May 30th, we'd never have any of this issue.
Why, if we have until July 26th to 29th.
Well, I was saying, you chose on your own to drop out of those 3 training programs that were affiliated with the local unions.
So you're saying because we drop off of the union, that's why you're taking out the contract?
No, you know what I'm, this,
That's what it's, that you're saying, okay, because you drop out of the union, we don't want to do your apprenticeship program, that's it.
you no longer participate in those programs.
But we're enrolling, give me time, that doesn't take that one day and to another one. Because we don't know what's going on, what's going to happen, because then we don't know, in this next week, maybe we will have a hearing where maybe we're going to move to the 707 union.
That has nothing to do with me.
Are you saying that we're not enrolled in any programs?
No, because you don't have a training program for operating engineers, cement finishers.
If you see exhibit A on the apprenticeship program that we're enrolled, it does cover that.
How many people have you trained?
Like I told you, we're training them in-house right now because there's no classes. Where do you want me to send them?
You know what? I don't believe your program meets any of the rules. I think you're scrambling at the last minute. Your attorney sent an email at 7 o'clock last night, providing us with all this information that we asked for on June 10th. The Department of Labor said you've never registered an apprentice since the 2017 program began. So what I'd like to do is just terminate the contract, pay you for all the material and equipment that you've purchased, pay you for the work you've done, and we go our separate ways.
Well, that's what my lawyer told me that we will agree on that, but he's going to fight for it. Not fight for the contract, but to put my name clear, because I don't feel it's fair what you do. It's easy.
You've been telling me that your contact with the Department of Labor was on vacation.
He was on vacation until July 7th. And he
Okay.
just got back. We talked to him on the 8th and then on the 9th.
And
And my lawyer talked to him again on Monday, and he sent you all the information you had on the email. I don't know if the rest of the people got it.
Indicated that you were gonna have him add additional trades to
They
you.
cannot add it. Like you say, they cannot add it. That's why he, on exhibit A explains what covers the landscape, apprenticeship program. It does there, if you see it, if they wanna see it, do you have them? Did they have a chance to look at it?
We could glance at it from 7 o'clock last night till this morning. And that's when he sent us the information.
My lawyer had their email, so if he did send it.
Sent it to them directly.
I received it at 7 o'clock last night, 73 pages. And I read it more than once.
Do you have anything else to add?
Yes, sir. We're making a decision, so.
Any from the council, any comments, questions? Okay, I want to read that.
Moved by Mayor Awesome that the resolution authorizing the termination of the contract between the City of Ottawa and Hacienda Landscaping Incorporated for the Thornton Park Osland development be adopted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Rodriguez, roll call, please.
Commissioner Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Commissioner Rodriguez?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Awesome that this special meeting be adjourned.
Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Rodriguez, roll call, please.
Commissioner Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Commissioner Rodriguez?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye. All right, thank you.